Hello guys! Today we have a special guest with us today, Mr. Brick. He's a Lego expert and today he's going to help us build a Lego maze we're going to code through. Now coding is actually not that hard. Even though it may seem kind of complicated, you can break it down a lot. For this, you're going to need some Legos. We're going to need a marker or a pencil, a piece of paper, and you're going to need to know these. We're going to talk about these later. And last but not least, you're going to need a little Lego character or some kind of, character. Well, let's get building a Lego maze. To start cutting our maze, we need a maze first, and Mr. Brick is going to help me do that. Well, we're going to get to building, and at the end, we'll show you what it looks like, and we'll code through it. And along the way, we'll share some tips with you on what it's going to make it easier and what works best. Well, let's get to making a maze. The first tip we have for you is to have a mat like this. Now, if you don't have a mat like this, Mr. Brick is going to show you how to build a corner without a mat. And if you don't get this after Mr. Brick is done, then you can just rewind the video and watch it again. This is what it looks like when it's turned upside down. It helps to visualize it more. You can see my finger counting in the background, and that's just me measuring how narrow or wide we need our passages to be so that the Lego character can easily move through it. Here I'm showing you closer on how wide we're making ours. We're making ours 4 wide because of the arms, but we decided to make them and change it later after realizing that we wanted a larger maze. So we changed it to 2 and just made the blocks lower so that her arms wouldn't get in the way. You can do this by yourself. For the coding, you'll need 5 different symbols. Move forward, move back, number, turn left, and turn right. That may seem like a lot of symbols, but it's pretty straightforward. Ha ha ha, pun not intended. So what you're going to do is you're going to find your starting point of your maze. Ours is right here. This is Rosalina, and she's going to be going through the maze. So it looks like first we need to go forward. Could you count how many bricks we have to go forward?
1, 2.
So we have to go forward 2. You take your pen and write on your paper, move forward 2. Or you could write an arrow and a 2, number 2. Because we have the move forward, which is an arrow, and we have, for the number, a blank space and a 2. Now, what do we have to do next? We have to turn. So we're going to turn once, because if you turn the first time, let's say we're going this way. If we turn the first time, we'll turn that way. If we turn the second time, we're turning this way. If we turn the third time, we're turning this way. And the fourth time, we're turning this way. And we want to turn once because we want to go that way. So we're going to say, turn, what way is it?
Right.
right once. Turn right number 1. Or we could write it with a right arrow and then number 1. What do we have to do next?
Move forward 3 spaces.
Okay, so again, we go move forward, we can draw an arrow, 3 spaces, and we can draw number 3. Look, we're coding ourselves through the maze. Now, coding, you may not know what it is, but coding is the set of directions that you give to computer to do a certain thing. Right now, we're giving this Lego person directions to go through this maze, but you have to be very exact. You have to say the certain number, you have to say how many times you do something, and you have to do directly, so you can't say, oh, turn a little bit, or turn a lot. You have to say exact numbers, you have to give exact directions, like if you're telling directions to a toddler. Well, let's see what else we have to do.
We're going to have to turn left now to go to our next part of the maze.
Left, how many times?
Once.
So we want to turn left once. See? Pretty straightforward. Now you can code your Lego person through the maze. See how long it takes and time yourself. If you want to, have a friend do it too. Just have fun. Goodbye, little technicians, and remember to always stay creative.